Yeah, that was much better, right? Really wish I'd done that the first time round. Thank you, baby Jesus, we shot him. We sure did. There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. How are we doing? So, we've got a few people. What have we got? We've got wine o'clock, bar o'clock. Tonight's session, we're going to explore the other endings in Mass Effect 3. We did the synthesis ending in our last session. We had a little bit of discussion after that. There's 3 other endings for us to take a look at. So what I'm thinking we'll do tonight, and I'm open to suggestions, is we'll go through the endings. We might even take a different path in talking to the elusive man just to see what happens there. We'll explore the other endings and their aftermath. We'll take a look at the Mass Effect 4 trailer, and we'll take a look at the Mass Effect Andromeda trailer. We're doing the shootings, yes. There might not be much shooting tonight, actually, because we've kind of done that to get up to the point for now just playing through the other endings. So, yeah. And Sparkle Sauce, you need to chat. You need to discuss the endings. Need to decompress. You have thoughts? Excellent. We're going to delve into that. Now, I think I know how we can also ninja the autosaves and make a copy of the autosaves so that we don't have to go through the whole sequence again. It was wrong, slow gin is incredible. Of course that's good, that'd be good. Right, so load game. Okay, we can start. You've got your gin and snacks and Audi. Oh, that's good. Thank you for your permission. Oh, I think I made a copy of the save file, yes. So, Citadel, the return. This should plop us back in. Here we go.
We need to regroup. Fall back to the buildings.
Bomb is wiped out. All forces, retreat.
Don't think I can skip this bit, so we gotta watch it again for a refresher. But Shep's still kicking. Can I pause? I can't pause. Anyway, as we work through here, remember last time we worked through here, we stopped the other bad guy, and then we took the route of synthesis. We'll talk more about that shortly, but we opted for the ending where both organic and synthetic life gets merged into one life type. Oh, come on, Shep. Yeah, here we go again, just enough. Completely different wood stacking technique this time around. Okay, to protect the fire, good idea. Oh shit, I was not looking. Rude. Oh, that's a miss. Come on, shoot it in the face. There we go, that's in the face. I cannot make this sequence go any faster. But Shep will pick up pace in a second. Here we go. All right. All right, so we're beamed up onto the Citadel. Meanwhile, the Normandy flies away. I can't skip this either. Alright, so this is the battle, a refresher of the Reapers versus the galaxy outside of Earth. And that Reaper's just grabbed hold of his ship. Yeah, Hackett does well. He seems to avoid all the danger himself. It's still a bit raw, so the ending's still a bit raw. Yeah, the ship designs are actually pretty good in this game. I really like all of them.
We've got reports that someone made it to the Citadel.
Because they're unique
We need to give them time to get those arms.
without being silly.
All fleets converge on the Crucible. protect.
The shuttles look like rubbish though, and they all look the same. All the sky cars and the shuttles look a bit average. Alright, so there's the Keeper just foraging through dead people. Ew. Vito, you're not a gin fan. What do you like?
Shepard.
I like pretty much anything. I'm not fussy.
Shepard.
Alright, so let's relive this bit where we get up and we make our way to Anderson.
Anderson, you up here too?
Spiced rum, yeah.
We didn't come out the same place. No. At least I don't think we did. What's your surrounding look like? You okay?
Just gotta keep moving.
So we are a little bit back, so we still want to go through the Anderson stuff and the elusive man.
Scattered.
Sounds familiar. I'm in a dark hallway. Reminds me of your description of the collector base.
Makes sense.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
Sure. They round them up on Earth, then send the people up here to be processed.
Goddamn abomination. I'm gonna keep moving. The sooner we blow these bastards back to hell, the better.
So although we are going back through some stuff, I've got a plan on how we can manipulate the save files to stop us having to do it again for the next two endings.
Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to.
But we're also, I thought we might try going Renegade on the elusive man.
Anderson,
One of the walls here just
Take him out.
aligned itself. The place is shifting, changing.
There's
Here. And more hallways like the one I was in.
Keeper boy.
an exit.
Kraken, I love Kraken. Vito, I'm right there with you. Like Kraken, Captain Morgan, all of them.
I see something up ahead. Might be a way to cross over.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
Where do you think you're at?
Just found that chasm you were talking about.
Hold on. I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on it.
Oh,
Anderson? Damn it.
now I can't save. Up here is where we get to Anderson. Let's walk up. Well, let's pause for a second. So my idea for how we can manipulate the saves is it updates, it creates an autosave. We do is we simply duplicate that file and we grab the file name for manual saves and rename it and increment it. That's how we get around the system locking us out from saving and only keeping autosaves. There we go. Now we've got a save that takes us up to just before when we started walking. Krispy Kreme biscuits range is gross. so not recommended, eh? Elvin, you wanted to skip ahead, but we're live. Oh, sorry, we can't skip the boring bits yet. Oh, there we go. Now it's just done another save. That's actually the one I want to. All right, we can do that. We can do it. Okay, so let's go here. Let's talk to Anderson. I will skip through the dialogue as best I can, as most appropriate. We've seen it before. And some of it's a bit too raw for some people.
Anderson!
Anderson is stuck. He is controlled.
Shepard! I can't! I underestimated you, Shepard.
Elusive man.
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if necessary.
Alright, I can't skip this yet.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so, Admiral.
Alright, we're going renegade on him.
Why waste your time with us if you can control the Reapers?
Because I need you to believe. When humanity discovered the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays should be destroyed. They were scared of what we'd find. Terrified.
Wow, I really can't skip any of this.
But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold. But...
Full control.
only if we can harness their ability to control.
Bullshit. We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
Renegade.
Maybe you're just so hungry for power that it's clouded your vision.
No. No. It's not that simple.
Isn't it? You're willing to give up anything for control.
Yes. If not me, then who? Are you going to control the Reapers?
There's always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control them.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
It all sucks that we forced to shoot Anderson.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen to, Shepard? An old soldier stuck in his ways, only able to see the world down the barrel of a gun? And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the answer?
Then open the arms, let the Crucible talk, and use it to end this.
I will.
Do it!
I know it will work.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
No! I'm in control! No one is telling me what to do!
You're not in control.
You're indoctrinated.
No! No! The two of you so self-righteous. Do you think power like this comes easy? There are sacrifices.
You sacrificed too much.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control them. I know it can. I just...
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
I can't do that, Commander.
Of course you can't. They own you now.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
Renegade. It is depressing to see it again. It's hard, isn't it? But fortunately, at least we've been through it, and you know we're in a fresh new session, so it's all right. We won't watch this again. I'll manipulate the saves so we can skip it for the other endings. A renegade on Elusive Man. He has failed humanity. He's failed himself.
You're weak and you're selfish. Because of you, humanity will suffer.
No! I saved humanity!
No! You sacrificed us for your own selfish wants, your lust for control.
No! No!
Yes.
You were supposed to protect us, And you failed.
No! I am the savior of humanity. I am the pinnacle of our...
Yes, I had to prompt, but I got it. There we go. That's more satisfying, I think. It is more satisfying taking him out ourselves. Dick. Yeah, that was much better, right? Really wish I'd done that the first time round. Thank you, baby Jesus, we shot him. We sure did. Yeah. That is more satisfying. To get the right renegade elements.
I wish you could see it like I do, Shepard. It's perfect.
And he's down. Maybe double tap? Probably should double tap just to be sure. Nope, no double tap. All right. Now the Citadel opens, the Crucible docks.
This is it, everyone. The alarms are opening.
Somehow the Reapers are not, like, going apeshit on this in space. It's alright, we'll take it. So, not as much, not as much better as shooting the kid, the Crucible kid. Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. Human has standards. Sure does. Once that's satisfying, the satisfying shots.
That's it. The Crucible is docked.
Giant space vibrator, I know. It really is. Giant sex toy. Yeah, I can't skip any of this either.
Commander?
We did it.
Yes, we did.
We saved the day, except nothing's happening yet.
Quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
So these endings have, they have a bit of feels. They hit a bit, especially with the journey that we've been on throughout the whole trilogy. But I still find that the endings in Cyberpunk hit harder than this stuff. Does anyone else have a similar opinion? Like,
I'm proud of you.
Cyberpunk had a lot of feels, especially in the end chapters, I reckon. More so than this. Green Paylars, can you say the N word in here? Probably not. Depends on what the N word is, I guess. Ah, you didn't watch or watch or play Cyberpunk. Yeah, fair enough.
What do you need me to do?
Cyberpunk, massive feels, absolutely. Especially some of the endings on there. Fucking brutal. Absolutely brutal.
It's gotta be something on your end.
Oh, yeah, ME2 would be hard if you don't make the right choices and you lose people. That's a good point.
I don't see. I'm not sure how to.
All right, Shepard. The magic elevator will take you there. Bugglesource, you missed all of the end of Cyberpunk. Oh, that's right, because you were having a baby. Oh, maybe you should go back and check the YouTube playlist, because I did a little choose your own adventure as well, where you can choose, if you're watching on the recorded YouTube stuff, you can choose through the sequence of choices, because there's a whole bunch of combinations to work through in Cyberpunk 2077. But yeah, some of that is really rough. It's very well written. Like, that game has got some amazing writing to be able to get you in the feels and get you motivated into stuff. Very well done. It's a pity the game was you know, a bit buggy and not really finished at launch the way it was, but the story and the content is very high quality. You don't need too many feels. Yeah, fair enough. Thanks, but no thanks. But it's impressive, though. It's impressive. You wish this jam. Yeah, little glitter jam. Nickname for one of the babies. All right.
Where am I?
Can I...
The Citadel. It's my home.
Still can't skip any of the dialogue. Well, they really draw this out. Normally you can easily skip dialogue.
I am the catalyst.
Wait until Witcher 3.
The Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
So as a refresher, this AI was created by the Leviathan to find the solution to life, always creating synthetic life and then being destroyed by it. As a result, they created the Reapers that then also turned on the Leviathan and has been doing the harvesting cycle ever since.
To restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive.
Shoot him now, now, now.
Here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
Each Reaper still looks very Reaperish. So the reason it's human Sparkle Source is it's not really human. So it's effectively an AI that's kind of interfaced with our mind. So we are interpreting it as the kid. And in particular, we're interpreting as this kid because this is the kid that haunts us from the very start of the game and through the dream sequences ever since. That's why it's a human kid. It is Jimmy. It is a virtual version of Jimmy from the very first episode of Mass Effect 3. Yeah, so it's just the way that the AI, because I'm guessing there's a connection between us and the AI, that's how it's being projected, or it's how Shepard is interpreting it. Can I... There we go, now I can...
With each, we believe...
Okay, now we can skip through dialogue.
You said that.
Or get to exceed the result. We are like a cleansing new life. I would, in as much...
There's a lot to say.
But our efforts,
The
flaws of their organic, and I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their...
Without hope, we might as well be
Don't skip.
machines. Programmed to do what we're told.
You have hope, more than you think. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us.
So we can destroy the Anderson. Apparently that's what Anderson would do.
But be warned, others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate. All
That will
synthetics
take out
are targeted.
all synthetic life.
Even you are partly synthetic.
But the Reapers will be destroyed?
Yes, but the peace
Can't skip
won't
this
last.
dialogue.
Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
So the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I
So
can't.
he definitely was
You
indoctrinated.
will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
But the Reapers will obey me.
Yes. We will be yours to control and direct as you see fit.
Twat voice. Not liking the spooky Jimmy twat voice,
There's
eh?
another solution. Synthesis.
And that is...
This is what we did before.
Add your energy to the crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework. A new DNA.
I don't know.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace.
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life. The path,
And that's why it made sense to me when I played it
but
too.
you have to choose.
And that's why it made sense to us in our last session when we decided. Alright, so there we go. Saving content. Autosave has kicked in, which means I should be able to turn that and manipulate that into another manual save by copying the autosave file. Let's grab the file name for that. Theoretically, this will work. Cool. So now, for the watching the other endings, we should not have to play through all of that dialogue again. Okay. So, we have done synthesis, which I think is the most, I don't know, suitable happy ending. We can do destroy, we can do control, and we can do the hidden ending, which we already know about, which is to shoot this little bastard in the face. So what I'm thinking, now there's already 2 votes and some strong desire to shoot the creepy AI kid who controls the Reapers. So I'm thinking we do that first. I'm thinking we go shoot, next ending we do control, and then finally destroy. I think that's what we go. So synthesis is the perfect ending. I agree. I think that is the perfect ending. However, it may not be the canonical ending based on hints we get in the Mass Effect 4 trailer, which we will look at as well. Alrighty, so here's the plan. We don't like the Reapers, we don't like this AI, we've still got a gun in our hand, and we don't like this little bastard here. We can shoot him in the face.
The cycle continues.
This is what it is. Cycle continues. We make no choice. The Reapers still harvest. Basically, this option is not an ending, but very much a game over. The whole game sets you up to be a self-sacrifice. Yeah, I think it does in a way. Human being happy.
Then there is still hope. Hope that you can avoid the same mistakes we made. We fought the Reapers, but we failed to stop them. We did everything we could. We built the Crucible, but it didn't work. We fought as a united galaxy, but it wasn't enough.
This is the depressing ending.
Information in this capsule is
Absolutely.
enough to help you before it's too late. My name is Dr. Liara T'Soni. Herein lies the recounting of our war with the Reapers.
Liara's thick. Yeah, she is a bit. Arya T'Loak was super thick. So's Edie. But awesome. Dead kid. So, Tally, you're right. Tally is thicker. That's true. So in this ending, we did not stop the Reapers. They completed their cycle. They wiped out all intelligent life. But Liara's time capsule that she made lives on. and is discovered by, you know, future generations or species in a future cycle. Now we should be able to skip the credits, and I think is there an after cinematic? Yeah.
Did that all really happen?
We'll never know exactly what it was like, but yes, the archives tell the true story of those who came before us. They fought a terrible war, so we wouldn't have to.
And that's why we have peace.
Yes. Without everything they accomplished, without the information they passed down, we too would be threatened.
What else do we know about the Shepherd?
Just what we have in the archives. But I've only told you a few of the stories.
Can you tell me another one, please?
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
This is implying that Liara's little time capsule actually enabled a future generation, a future cycle to win. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, that's not Liara. That is a future species. So, Vito, you're saying that it's actually the Yogg that discover the time capsule because the Yogg are not regarded as intelligent species by the Reapers. Because we did hear, I think earlier in Mass Effect 3, that the Reapers seem to be bypassing the Yogg homeworld, right? Now the Yogg are the really big, scary guys. That was the race that was the Shadow Broker that we fought in Mass Effect 2. Yeah, so it is also sad that Javik is civilization ties twice. First with his own and then with ours. That's exactly right. That's pretty depressing. So yeah, that ending is a bit anticlimactic. That was like a hidden ending. I don't even know if that was added until... That might not have been there until they did the extended cut, perhaps. I'm not sure on that. Tonight is hitting the feels way more than the other night, you reckon? Look, it hits in the feels a bit, but I don't find it as bad because this time, you know, we've kind of been through the pain already. And here we are, we don't have to go through all the other stuff again. But before we go down this path, any other thoughts or comments on that ending? It's kind of satisfying to shoot the guy at the kid in the face, take down the AI in this regard, but we didn't actually defeat it. But a future cycle does defeat the Reapers, which is still credited as being thanks to Shepard and Shepard's efforts as part of the time capsule that Liara buries somewhere, which is apparently discovered by the Yogg. And then I'm assuming the Yogg weren't the most dominant or species at the time because the Yogg are pretty dickish in our time, and that was not a Yogg-looking person. So Sparkle Sauce, you said the next game isn't based on the perfect ending of Synthesis. Yeah, well, we don't actually know yet, but we will come to that. But it's not clear. But it's probably not based on Synthesis. This is the problem. I don't think they ever intended on really doing a Mass Effect 4. It was written as a trilogy. From the start, it was always going to be a trilogy, but it was written as a well-connected trilogy. Andromeda is off to the side. It's like a spin-off. But it looks like they're trying to do Mass Effect 4, which I haven't watched the trailer for yet, so we'll have a look at that soon. Are we ready for the next ending? Are we ready to crack on with what happens next? I reckon most people do the Synthesis ending as well, like we did. You feel like there is a lot of hints throughout the game that Shep dies at the end. I don't know that there's a lot of hints, but I certainly expected it when I played it. I kind of expected that Shep would not survive. Especially when you start going through the pretty hardcore dire shit in London to try and get to that beam, and then when you get through the beam and you're in this shape. Yeah. So you reckon Mass Effect 4 is going to be from the last Stargazer cycle? So you reckon from the perspective of those Stargazers in the aftermath? Sparkle Sauce, you definitely saw the hints. Well, you probably did. You are very insightful with these things. Vito, you always do destroy since the extended cut came out. Yes, and we'll cover in a moment, or after this ending, we'll cover why I think that is that you do that. Elven Despite Destroy. I actually want to do Destroy last, and I'll show you why, because I think it leads into something. So I want to do Control first, because then Destroy will take us into looking at something else. Yeah, because it's possible, or it's hinted at, that Destroy is probably the lead into Mass Effect 4. You're not ready for Edie to die. I know. I know. Edie and Jeff, and even Legion, or Legion and Paper Legions. Alright, so we step in. Are we ready? Let's control the Reapers. This is what the Elusive Man wanted to do. Can it really work? Can this actually succeed? Control terminal. How do we use it? We just grab a hold of it? So I think we still die for this one, right? The heartache is real, yeah. Grab a hold. After all the endings, please end on Synth 1 again to leave us with the happies. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Rabbit Shep, take control. Oh, Anderson. Now they hit the feels. Goddamn feels. Thane. I wonder if you lose other team members along the way, do we get more little snippets like that? Because we've gotten away with the bare minimum. We've gotten away with only the people that really, really have to die. Well, there's Liara, obviously she hasn't died. You'll see all that die. Okay, so if you had a really terrible time in Mass Effect 2 and 3 and everyone died, you'd see little flashbacks to all of them, would you?
All fleets.
Oh.
The Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point.
Come on, Jeff, get out of there.
Disengage and get the hell out of here.
We must leave the system.
Boost out.
Damn it.
Little shade. Big shade. Mighty shade. Oh, I should also be on massive view. Unsmall. So, as the battle carries on and the Crucible's activated, what happens this time? Last time it was a pulse of green and everything got merged. This time I think it's a pulse of blue. There's not enough self-reflection from Shep in the endings. That's true. I guess maybe Shep didn't get the time, wasn't expecting it. Alright, so we've got a pulse of blue zappiness hitting the Reapers. And they take off and everyone cheers. Alright. But the husks. Here comes the flash. The husks all back away and run off. Interesting. Everyone runs off. Well, there's a mod you can put on for Shep to be saved and picked up by the Normandy. Really? Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Has it been updated for Legendary Edition? That's the question. Oh, did that break the relay? Because in all of these endings, the energy is bounced through the entire relay system. But did that break that relay? Or did it just consume the energy there? That's interesting. Called the Happy ND mod, and yes, it's updating. Alright, Vito. I think that might be what we're doing shortly. Alright, everyone's pretty happy. I would be pretty happy too. Even the Krogan are happy. Yeah, link would be handy. Otherwise, if it's just on Nexus mods, I'll grab it. Jeff's trying to outrun the pulse, but he will not. Oh, so that's right. The Normandy still crashes, right? In all the endings, Jeff crashes the Normandy onto a planet. Before, we saw that the leaves were all green and circuit-like, like the synthesis, merged with synthetic life. Yeah, normal leaves, exactly. But shit, still not too bad. Jeff still in fighting form, unscathed or unchanged. Kind of a pretty world, although mountainous. Where's Edie? Yeah, where's Edie, right? Oh, nowhere to be seen. Oh, there she is. Hey, there she is. She's fine.
Eternal. Infinite.
Ooh.
Immortal.
I haven't seen this.
The woman I was used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I understand the full extent of her sacrifice. Through her death, I was created. Through my birth, her thoughts are freed. They guide me now. Give me reason. Direction. Just as she gave direction to the ones who followed her. The ones who helped her achieve her purpose.
Big Ben's still standing.
Now my purpose.
Jack's still going, teaching students. It looks like it did destroy the mass relay, but the Reapers were now under control and rebuilding it.
To give the many hope for a future. To ensure that all have a voice in their future.
Baby Krogans. Oh.
The woman I was knew that she could only achieve this by becoming something greater.
Steps guiding them to rebuild.
There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing the strengths of your enemy. I will rebuild what the many have lost. I will create a future with limitless possibilities.
It's a big
I
claim.
will protect and sustain. I will act as guardian for the many.
Legion.
Throughout it all,
Warden.
I will never forget.
And the helmet.
I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves so that the many could survive.
So you'd hate to be in that never-ending form? You'd probably agree, depending on what the existence entails. Continuous torture and infinite. It may not be torture, but it might be boring and infinite, which could be torturous. Here we are on the board.
And I will watch over the ones who live on. Those who carry the memory of the woman I once was. The woman who gave up her life to become the one who could save the many.
And the music still gets you, doesn't it? It still hurts, I know, right? It's still in the feels. Oh, poor Liara, that's true. I mean, I think Liara would be proud, but still. I mean, Liara's had Shepard die twice now. The second death. I think we're coming back from this one. Alright, ship repaired and away they go. What do the Stargazers say this time? Human.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
Oh, yes.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the Shepard.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
You need coffee. Make it an Irish coffee. Yeah, so thanks for reminding us. That's voiced by Buzz Aldrin, which is awesome. They got so many good voices in this game. All right, so I mean that ending's not terrible, because the Reapers, I guess, get turned into a guardian force, something positive for the galaxy there on out, controlled by Shepard, assuming that the new AI Shepard doesn't get compromised or corrupted in some way. Yes. Yeah, so the Stargazer, the old guy who just spoke before, that's voiced by Buzz Aldrin, the real Buzz Aldrin. Was he the second man to walk on the moon with Neil Armstrong? That guy. Buzz Lightyear. No, he sounds very different. That's Tim Allen. Very different voice. Yeah, look, this one, I think it's not as good as Synthesis. It's obviously better than the cycle continues and game over. But there's still elements of the sads. But ultimately, I think there's some sadness in all these endings.